Hello students, today we learn about the lesson number 7 in Maths 2 assignment problem and sequencing. So second part is sequencing. Introduction to sequencing problem. Sequencing problem. When one has to determine the order or a sequence in which the jobs are to be processed through machines so as to minimize the total processing time is called a sequencing problem. Now terminology. Which different terms are used in these assignment problems? Now terminology. First term is used total elapsed time. It is the total minimum time required to complete all the jobs. Total elapsed time means it is the total minimum time required to complete all the jobs. Second term is used here, idle time. It is a waiting time for a machine on which the jobs are to be processed. Next, now types of sequencing problems. First one, sequencing, that is the processing n jobs on two machines. N jobs means number of jobs on two machines. Two machines are available but number of jobs are many. Now steps are given in this first type. First step, find out minimum, that is AIBI. I means what? Job on ith job on machine A. BI means ith job on machine B. That I means nothing but the number. Second step, if the minimum processing time is AR, then process rth job first. And B point, if the minimum processing time is BS, then process sth job in the last. So at the time of solving the problem, I will explain this term. Means we are find out the sequence at that time, how we are using this A and B from the first or from the last. Step number 3, case of tie. Tie can be broken arbitrarily. Means same time is given there. So how to broken that arbitrarily we learn at the time of solving the problem. Step number 4 is given. Cross of the jobs already placed in the sequence and repeat steps 1 to 3 till all the jobs are placed in the sequence. Step number 5. Fifth step is given. Once the sequence is decided, prepare the work table and find total elapsed time. Now see that. Now first problem, now we start the exercise number 7.2. Question is given here. A machine operator has to perform two operations, that is a turning and threading, on 6 different jobs. The time required to perform these operations, time is given in minutes. For each job is known. Determine the order in which the job should be processed in order to minimize the total time required to complete all the jobs. Also find the total processing time and idle times for both the machines, that is for turning and threading operation. Data is given in the table. Jobs 1 to 6, clear, and time for turning and threading is given in this 2. Next, so how to find out the sequence? Now how to solve this type of question? Now see here. First of all, how to find out the required sequence? Now how many jobs are here? 6 jobs. See there. Now in case of turning and threading machine, which is the minimum time is given? Check there. Here 1 is the minimum time in case of both these machines. So this 1 is assigned for which machine? Threading machine. Suppose this is a consider showing here, this is a turning machine time start from left to right and threading machine time is start from right to left. So 1 is the minimum time that is assigned for the 6th job and which machine? Threading machine. So that we write from the right to left, that is the 6th is we are writing in this last one. So we cut this time or column. Now next, which is the minimum time? Check there now. Now there are minimum time is a 2. Check there. This 2 is assigned for which machine? Turning machine. That is for the 4th job. That's why we are writing the turning machine 4th job at the first. Cancel this column. Now next minimum time is what? 3. Now this 3 is assigned for the first machine and job number 1, so that one we write from the left to right, and one more 3 time is given for the second machine, that is the threading, so that we write at the for which job? Job number 5, so that we write from the right to left, that is a 5 here. Clear? Now cut this. Now which is the minimum time? That is a 5. This 5 minimum time is for turning machine and for the 3rd job. So turning machine time we write from left to right, so 3 is here. And which is the remaining job? That is job number 2 is at the empty box. So what is the sequence we obtained? So required sequence is 4, 1, 3, 2, 5 and 6. Clear? Next. Now we find out the work table. See that work table is very important. Check that. So job, what is the job sequence that we write in the first column? That is a 4. The job sequence we write vertically. That is a 4, 1, 3, 2, 5 and 6. Clear? Next. Now we start the first machine, that is a turning machine. Now in time always start from the 0. Clear? Check that. So what is the time given in that original question? Simultaneously you check that. See here. So start from the time 0. Now turning machine. What is the job? Job number 4. What is the time is given for the 4th job? Check here. Now time is 2. So that we write 2 here. Next. Now next, so same time is start from the next, that is a 2 is here for the first job. Now first job, what is the time required for turning machine? That is the time is 3. Check here. So 2 plus 3 is what? 5. Same time is in the next, that is the in time is a 5. Now job number 3. What is the time required for turning machine? That is the 5. So 5 plus 5 answer is 10. Same time is in time for this next job, that is job number 2. For job number 2, what is time required for turning? That is the 12. So 10 plus 12 that we write here, check now. That is a 22. Same number, same time is available or required for the next, that is a 5th job. So 22. For the 5th job, what is time required for turning? That is the 9. So 22 plus 9 answer is what? 31. Next start from 31. 6th job is remain, that is what is time is required for 6th job? That is 11. So 31 plus 11, that is the total 42. Now the 4th job is finish at the 2 minutes. So same job is continue on the next machine, that is the threading machine, that is start from 2. We are showing the box here. Now for the threading machine, what is the time required for the 4th job? Same job sequence we select for the forming the work table in case of threading machine. Now for the 4th job, check the time now. Time is required 6. So 2 plus 6 answer is 8. Same number 8 is entered in the next. Check there. This 8 is entered. Now you remember this number is 8 and next number is 5 in case of the first machine, which is the maximum number maximum time that we entered in the next, that is a 8. Suppose here 9 at the place of 5 there is a 9, then we place here 9. But in case of 5 and 8, 8 is maximum. So that we enter 8. So 8. Now for the first machine, what is the time for a threading machine? So 8. So 8 plus 8 is 16. Next. Now check 16 and 10. So 16 is a mover. So that's why 16 here. For the third job, what is the time required now? That is a 9. So 16 plus 9, answer is 25. Again 25 and 22 you compare here. So 25 is greater. So for the second job, what is the time required? That is a 10 minutes. So we are adding 25 plus 10, answer is 35. Again 35 and 31, so 35 is greater. So that we write as it is here. In the next, for the fifth job required 3 minutes. So 35 plus 3, answer is 38. And 38 and 42. Now check here. In this last step, 38 and here 42. So which is the more maximum number? Yeah, greater number 42. So we are enter the 42 here. So 42. And what is the time required for this sixth job? That is a 1 minute for threading machine. So 42 plus 1, answer is 43. Getting all of you? Now check that. Now in this, this work table is a form here. But here what is the difference between these two numbers? 38 and 42. Because we are entered the which number? Greater number in case of these two. So first machine and the second machine, at the time of adding, which number is greater? So 42. So there is a difference of the 4 minutes, whatever time is given in the unit. So last number we getting 43. So that is called as a total elapsed time. Total elapsed time. The total elapsed time is what? 43 minutes. Next. Idle time for turning. That is the first machine. So we are doing the subtraction. 43 minus 42. So answer is what? 1 minute. What is the total time required for the first machine? That is here. We are making the addition. So we are getting the answer 42. Clear? So that we subtract here. And last one, idle time for the threading. So second answer we find out by the two ways. Check that. First way is 43, total elapsed time is 43 minus what is the total time required for the second machine, that is a threading machine. We are making addition here 37. So total elapsed time 43 minus 37, we are getting the answer 6 minutes. Or second way you calculate the answer, second machine start, that is threading machine start from the what? Second, from the 2 minutes, from the time 2 minutes, and what is the difference between these two numbers? That is a 4 here. We are making the addition of these two numbers. What is the difference between these here numbers? So that number and initial number, that we are making the addition. So 2 plus 4, answer is 6 minutes. We are getting the same answer. Check here now. Clear? So in this way we find out the answers of this type of question related to sequencing. Next. Now one more question we solve here. There are 5 jobs, each of which must go through 2 machines in order XY. Means X first and then Y. Means X, we are find out the sequence. X start from the left side and Y start from the right side. That's why giving the order here XY. Meaning of this order XY. Processing time in hours are given below. Determine the sequence for the jobs that will minimize the total elapsed time. Also find the total elapsed time and idle time for each machine. So all data is given here. Clear? Jobs A, B, C, D up to E. And machine X and Y is given, and this time is given in hours. Next, we are making the total here. So total time required for machine Y, that is 54. That is required for the, we find the last answer. Next. Now how to find out the sequence again? So required sequence is, check that. So X machine start from the left side, Y machine start from the right side. Clear? So check there how to find out. Tell me which is the minimum time. So minimum time we observe for the machine X, that is the 2 hours, and that is for which job? That is a B job. So X machine start from the left side because order is given here XY. Clear? So we are writing the B here. So cut this column. Next, which is the minimum time we observe? So we observe the minimum time is a 4, but this 4 is assigned for the job A and second machine Y. So we write this A where? From the right side, because Y machine start from right side, that is a A here. Clear? Cut this column. Next, which is the minimum time now? That is the 6 hours. That is for the first machine X, and which job? That is a D. So X machine start from which side? From left to right. So that's why we write the job D here. What is next? Next, tell me which is the minimum time we observe? That is the 8 hours. These 8 are assigned for the job E and second machine Y. That's why we enter the job E from right to left for that machine Y, and what is the remaining? That is a C job is remaining, that we entered here. So we are getting this order B, D, C, E, A. By using this required sequence, we find out the work table. Now check that. Now work table by using the same sequence. Clear? Now always we start machine X, machine Y, in time, out time, again in time, out time. So in time for the first machine always start from 0. Clear? So for the job B, what is the time given here? Now check, that is the 2. So directly we enter here 2. For 2 hours, job B process on this machine A. So next job D start from the 2 hours, and what is the time required for D job? 6 hours. So 2 plus 6 is what? 8 hours. Next, from the 8 hours, C job is working on this machine X for 18 hours. So 18 plus 8 is 26. From the 26 hours, the job E start from this 26 hours, and time is required for job E is 20. So 26 plus 20 is 46. And from the 46 hours, A job start from this 46 hours and working on this machine X for what? 10 hours. So 46 plus 10, that is the 56. That is the total time required for this machine X is 56. All are getting? Now the B job start from after the 2 hours, that is on machine Y. Check it now. So this B job start on machine Y from the second hour. Clear? So what is the time required for the B job for machine Y? Check now, 12. So 2 plus 12 is 14. Next, so 14 from 14 hours. Now check this 14 and 8, which is the maximum that we entered here in time of second machine Y. Clear? So 14. Now for D job, what is the time required? 16 hours. So 14 plus 16, that is the 30. Again you check the 30 and 26, which is the maximum hours? That is 30 hours. So 30 hours. For the C job, what is the time required now for machine Y? That is a 14. So 30 plus 14, that is a 44. Now check 44 and 46, which is a maximum, which is more numbers? 46. So we enter this 46 here, not a 44. Clear? For E job, what is the time required for? Required for machine Y? That is 8 hours. So 46 plus 8, that is a 54 hours. So 54 and 56, which is the greater number? So 56. We are not enter. So here difference is 2 and here difference is also 2. So we enter the 56, and the last job A required 4 hours on machine Y. So enter that. We are making the addition. So 56 plus 4, answer is what? 60. So what is this 60? Total elapsed time is 60 hours. All are getting? Now check. How to find out the idle time? Idle time for machine X is, we are making the subtraction of these two. Total elapsed time minus time is required for machine X, that is we are getting this number, so 60 minus 56, so 4 hours. And idle time for second machine Y, how to find out? That we find out by two methods. So total elapsed time minus time required, total time required for the machine Y, that is a 54. Clear? Now check that. So 60 minus 54 means what? 6 hours. Again you find out by second method. So for idle time for machine Y, now check. Machine Y start from the second hour 2, and what is the difference here? You check here. 2 times we are getting 2 and 2. So 2 plus 2 plus 2, we are making all addition. So answer is 6 hours. We are getting the same answer. So in this way we find out the required sequence, work table, and total elapsed time and idle time for the two machines given in the question. Clear all of you? Okay then. One more question we solve. Now check. Find the sequence that minimizes the total elapsed time to complete the following jobs in the order AB. Again order AB is given. Means machine A start from left side, machine B start from the right side. Clear? Find the total elapsed time and idle times for both the machines. Data is given in this table. How many jobs are given here? 7 jobs. Now check how to find out the sequence. Now required sequence. Order is given of the jobs, A from left side, B from right side. Clear? This is writing for your understanding. Now, which is the minimum time? Check. Minimum time we observed is 7. Sorry, minimum time we observed here 5. Clear? This 5 is assigned for the 7th job and machine A. So machine A start from left. So that's why we entered here 7. Clear? Again we observe the minimum time 5. But this 5 is, now cut this. This 5 is assigned for machine B and for job number 6. That's why machine B start from the right. So that's why now job number 6 we enter on the right side. Clear all of you? Next. Tell me which is the minimum time? So 7. This 7 is assigned for machine A and job number 1. So that's why we entered machine A from the left side, that is 1 here. Next. Which is the minimum time now? Tell. Minimum time we observed here 10. You select anyone. So if we are getting the same time, so you choose anyone. Your answer is not changed. Your sequence is changed, but your answer is not changed. Suppose we select the 10. Again here 10. You select anyone for any one machine. So we select for suppose this 10. That is that 10 is assigned for the what? 4th job and machine B. That's why from the right after the 6 we enter the job number 4 here. Cut it. Next again check now here. What is the minimum number? So number is same now. 14 is the minimum for the remaining 3 jobs. So you entered anyone. So suppose we select this 14. This 14 is select for 5th job and machine A. That's why we 5th here. Machine A start from left to right. Clear? And then any order. No problem. Now this 14 we select. This 14 we select from the machine B and job number 3. So 3 we entered here and remaining job number 2 is entered here. Clear? Your sequence, if the time is same, so your sequence sometimes change, but your final answer is not change. Remember this. So this is a required sequence of the given question. Now next. Now we find out the work table with the help of this required sequence. Clear? Job number 6. Job number 7, 1, 5, 2, 3, 4 and 6. Start the time from 0. Now what is the time required for machine A and for job number 7? Check in the original question. Check it now. That is a 5. So 0 plus 5, 5. Next for job number, we are all time select from the machine A. Now for job number 1, 7 hours are given. So 5 plus 7 answer is 12. Next job start from 12 hours and job number 5 required 14 hours. So 12 plus 14, 26 hours. Next job number 2 start from 26 hours and job number 2 requires 16 hours. So 26 plus 16, that is 42. From 42 hours, job number 3 start on this machine A. Job number 3 required 19 hours. So 42 plus 19, 61. From 61 hours, job number 4 start required 10 hours. 61 plus 10, 71. And from 71 hours, job number 6 working on this machine A. So job number 6 required what? Check 15 hours. 71 plus 15, that is 86. The total time required for machine A is 86. That's why we are making the box. Now, with the help of same sequence, machine B start from what? 5 hours. Start from 5 hours because first machine working up to 5 hours and then same job number 7 working on the second machine B from 5th hours. So start from 5 here. Now for machine B, 7th job required 7 hours. So 5 plus 7, 12. Now 12 and here also 12. So same number. So select 12. From 12 hours, job number 1. Use the 12 hours. So 12 plus 12, 24. Now check here now. I will showing here again. This is 24 and here 26. So which is a greater number? 26. So we select here 26 and what is the difference here? That we write on this arrow that is the 2. So 26. Job number 5 required 16 hours. 26 plus 16, that is 42. Again you check 42, 42 same number. So next job number 2 start from 42 hours and job number 2 required for machine B is 14 hours. Clear? So 42 plus 14, that is 56 hours. Again you check 50 here 56, but next number is given here 61. So greater number we select 61. So difference is here 5. Clear? So next job number 3 start from the 61 hours and required 14 hours. 61 plus 14, 75. Now 75, but here 71, so we select 75. Job number 4 required 10 hours. So 75 plus 10, that is 85. And select here again here 85, but here 86. So we are taking 86 is a greater number. Here difference is of 1. So 86. Now job number 6 required on machine B is 5 hours. So 86 plus 5, 91. So what is this 91? Total elapsed time. So total elapsed time is 91 hours. Idle time for machine A is 91 minus 86. 91 minus 86. 86 is what? Total time required for machine A. 91 is a total elapsed time. 91 minus 86. So we are getting 5 units. Time is not given in hours, but time is given in units. No, unit is not given. So use the word unit. 5 units. And second one, idle time for machine B required 91. 91 is a total elapsed time. And what is the total time required for machine B? That we are making the addition of all these numbers. 78. So 91 minus 78. So what we are getting the answer? That is a 13 units. Or second method. Second machine start from 5 hours. So 5 plus your difference is 2. 5, 1. Check that. 5 plus 2 plus 5 plus 1. What is the answer? 13 units. Answer is not changed. Answer is the same. So use any one method for solving this type of questions. So in this video, what we learned, that is a first type of sequencing problem, that is sequencing or processing n jobs, number of jobs, but on 2 machines. Solve the remaining questions from the exercise 7.2. Thank you.